Hey guys, good afternoon. I just wanted to check in with you briefly um, about some things we have coming up over the next few days. The biggest one is going to be tomorrow. We have Senior Awards Day, and so I wanted to tell you a little bit more about that and about what the behavioral expectation is, and just kind of let you know what to expect because it's pretty different. Um, Typically when we take you to the auditorium, it is because we have some kind of entertainment for you, a program or Falcon Idol or something like that. And so those are times when it's okay to record things on your cell phone to cheer and to have a little bit of fun and things like that. Senior Awards is a little bit different. It is very much a celebration of 4 years of hard work for these folks that we have graduating. We are very proud of them. And there are times tomorrow at Senior Awards when it is perfectly acceptable to clap and to cheer and to be very excited, especially if you have a relationship with some of the students that are going to be up on the stage. But what I will tell you is that it's different from other programs in that it is not to entertain you. It's a celebration of their work. And so sometimes this program for freshmen is a struggle because it's not about you. It's totally about some of these folks that you may not know as well. It is a very long program, and so it's a lot of, there'll be a speaker at the podium, somebody will get up to present a scholarship, present an award. They will read and talk about a student for a few minutes. And so you just need to be aware it's not probably going to be the most exciting thing that you've ever watched or ever been a part of. It's a very big deal for the people who are graduating. We'll have family here. Different community members. The media is sometimes here taking some film when we give out some of our bigger awards. And so the main thing is that we present kind of our Fulton family front and who we really are. And I just need you to know that Friday morning you're going to be expected to sit for a very long time listening to a program that may not be super interesting to you right now. It'll be a lot more interesting when you're actually a senior and it's you guys getting the awards. But the behavioral expectation is really high. This is one of those kind of programs. We had a situation, let me start with this. We had a situation a couple of years ago where two students decided to cause a really big disturbance. And it all started out with a girl was sitting in one row, a guy was sitting behind her, and he was picking at her hair. And so she told him to quit, told him to stop, then she told him to shut up, and then it was shut the F up. And it went downhill from there. And so it turned out we had to have security officers remove both of these students from the balcony. It was hugely embarrassing to us as a Fulton body, because for people that were there from the community, they go, "Oh, that's what Fulton kids do." And so we were kind of looked down upon for that. And so ever since then, we have really tried to make sure that when students are in Senior Awards, they know what to expect, and that it's just not a time for silliness, for playfulness, that it's just not appropriate in this moment. And we want to honor the families that are here, parents that have taken time off work or come in and brought younger children and want to hear their student's name called. And we don't want anything to distract from the work that our seniors have done and the awards that they're earning. It's a huge deal for them. It just may not feel like as big a deal for you. It feels pretty far away. I promise your time will come, and Senior Awards Day will be really, really neat for you. So that's Friday morning. It does take most of the morning. We will have another modified schedule. You all have done such a great job with testing, but we'll again have a modified schedule. It's about a 2-hour program. Sometimes it bleeds into 2.5 hours. It is long, and I'll be straight up with you about that. It's a long time to sit still. It's not an appropriate time to be on your cell phone, and it's not an appropriate time to be playing around with friends. So it's neat. It's neat to get to see. You'll see some people up there doing some really cool things, and I want you to be excited about that. I just need you to know the behavioral expectation is very high. You may get a warning, you may not get a warning, and we'll remove you from the room, and you'll start with RLC unless you've got a lot of other discipline, in which case it could be something bigger than that. But I will never sit in the balcony of the auditorium again and be embarrassed because we have to have security remove kids. And so think about that when you're thinking about Friday. Just know that you need to be prepared for that, and that it will take all morning, and everybody will be there. So the other thing about that is that we will be starting an advisory Friday morning. You'll go to your advisory class. Your advisory teacher has assigned you seats, and you will sit in a specific seat in the auditorium. And there's not any negotiation around that either. You'll sit where you need to sit, where your teacher has decided is you have the highest chance of being successful. And again, if that's a problem, you're out. There's just no discussion about it. We're not going to sit and talk about it, argue about it, carry on, whatever. You just go. You're done. So be ready for that. Get to advisory first thing Friday morning. We'll get attendance and get everybody down there. Again, it's a great day. It's just that the behavioral expectation is very different from any other program you guys have been a part of, and I didn't want that to catch you off guard. Last year's group of freshmen were tremendous. They were so appropriate and everything, and I got emails from people outside of Fulton High School that said, I can't believe the freshmen could behave that well for that long. And they were right. It really was exceptional. So proud of last year's class for how they handled senior awards. And I know you guys can do the same thing. If you know that's going to be hard for you, think about what strategies you need to kind of put in place to be prepared for a time like that.